Silver prices got hit pretty hard today, but I think it's just temporary. I'll explain why in this video as we explore. If you look at the numbers, all of the metals are in the red today. Notably, by the way, it has been a pretty big hit on all the precious metals. Silver got hit pretty hard, but the platinum group metals got hit harder, and gold is down as well. I'm going to get into exactly what's going on here with these markets, but first I'm going to remind you, Summit Metals is there for you. If you have questions, if you are interested in buying or selling, they have set up. In fact, I talked to one of the owners recently. They've been buying a lot of precious metals from folks out there. Some very reasonable prices if you want to sell, but also if you want to buy. You know, I always encourage folks to hold on to their precious metals, or at least a good portion of their stack. I believe in having what I refer to as diamond fists. That's right. Hold on to your silver and hold on to it tight, at least to a core stack of it. And I believe in that because it's a long-term proposition. It's a way to protect against the ever-devaluing dollar. There's a lot of things that are going on in the market right now that runs to the opposite of what we're seeing happen in the market today with the prices moving down. But we have to expect some volatility. So check out Summit Metals by clicking on the link in the description below. So here's what happened to gold and silver today. Gold down 1.6%. Here, moments before the markets close, it's down $66.60 to $3,935.80, a number we've not seen in a while for gold. And silver is down almost $1 today, down 2.03%, down 97 cents to $47.16. A little discouraging, but you know, I tell you, I think this is just temporary. But it did dip below $47 briefly. It got down as low as $46.81. Platinum group metals got hit the hardest though today, with platinum down over 2%, down $34 to $15.42. Palladium down just over 3.5%, down $51 to $1,417. Rhodium did not escape either. It's down over 3.5%, down $275 today to $8,100. Gold and silver prices being weaker in the trading. The global stock markets are selling off. And then that U.S. stock indexes see heavy selling pressure during their day session. But likely this means, according to an analyst here at Kitco, this is Jim Wyckoff, he says, don't be surprised to see gold and silver rally on the keener risk aversion in the marketplace. So that is something we have to look out for. Looking at this here, this was posted earlier, but we are seeing the Dow Jones Industrial Average down 251 points. The NASDAQ is down 486 points, a 2% drop in the NASDAQ today. That's a pretty big drop, and the S&P is also down over 1%. But what is up? It's not just a general rhetorical question like, what's up, dude? I'm asking, what is up with everything else that's down, including the New York Stock Exchange, the Nikkei? The dollar, that's right. The dollar is coming out. It is now back over 100. So that is one of the main reasons why gold and silver are down today, a strong dollar. And really, it's not really a focus on the fact that this is necessarily any stronger than it was yesterday or back when it was 97 or below with the dollar index. And the only reason why this is strong is because other currencies are weak. They are weakening, and so the dollar is strengthening. Think of it like a laundry basket full of dirty shirts. Well, the cleanest of those dirty shirts is still dirty, and that's what the dollar is. Yes, indeed. By the way, I did pick up some silver today. I'm going to show you that here towards the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. I think you'll find it quite fascinating, especially if you're a vintage silver bar collector. But nonetheless, the global stock markets sell off as Wall Street executives warn equities are overvalued. Global stock markets are under significant selling pressure today, with U.S. stock indexes set to open solidly down as Wall Street is getting nervous about high stock valuations and artificial intelligence stock bubble. And so that's kind of what is weighed there, but it is not translating over to people moving into into precious metals, obviously. They're selling off too. But remember, that's just in the paper markets. So I think everything is kind of probably likely going into core cash positions because the dollar is so strong. I think that's what we're seeing today. But all the fundamentals for higher gold and silver prices, especially silver prices, have not gone away. That's right. In fact, silver's price, it measured in the futures market, is actually still in backwardation. So right now, silver's down $1 right now at this point in time to $47.13. The silver futures market show it down $46.88. That's backwardation. Usually that number is higher in contango. We're still in backwardation. That is a sign of stress in the silver market. It's still there, folks. And there's still supply issues in China, as I talked about in this morning's video. However, since this morning's video was published, new numbers have come out showing some of the silver being moved back into the Shanghai Futures Exchange, but only a temporary, I think, setback. Now, the other thing, too, we have to look at is what are people thinking about what the Federal Reserve is going to do in December? The December numbers have ticked up a bit here for the amount of people that think another rate cut is coming in December. It was at 66.8%. Just yesterday, but today it is now at 70.1%. And that means that likely that is going to bode well for silver and gold prices moving back up again. And really, honestly, it's because of everything that's going on around the world and, of course, domestically here. And, of course, we have an election. Today is election day. If you've not voted, I encourage you to do so, especially if you live in California on that proposition. And New Jersey and the Commonwealth of Virginia. Hope you will vote in those elections. But nonetheless, it is quite intriguing seeing these prices move here today. This is a dip, folks. A good opportunity if you're in the market. It's interesting because you don't see as many people buying on the dip. And I'm telling you, folks, Summit Metals, they've got silver in stock. And they got gold in stock. And, who knows? I don't think the prices are going to fall much below this. I could be wrong. We could see another day of it. We could see another 2 days of it. But these are the times to buy whenever there's a pretty big correction. And anything over 2% is really kind of a tumble. It's like a plunge in price for that given day, that given trading day. That's how I do these reports. Talk about what happened on that particular day. So keep that in mind. And looking at this, we're seeing other situations play out in the market, in the industry. Brazil has cracked down on rogue gold miners. The Associated Press reports that Brazilian police, backed by Interpol, have destroyed hundreds of dredgers used in illegal gold mining along the Madeira River. It's one of the biggest coordinated crackdowns yet on criminal networks operating across the Amazon basin. The International Police Agency said officers dismantled 277 floating mining rafts worth an estimated $6.8 million. Now, you think about it, if they crack down on that, that's going to be less gold hitting into the market, which could have an effect on prices. Now, the U.S. government shutdown is going to be, by the time you see this video, it very well could be the highest or the longest on record. The U.S. government shutdown is poised to become the longest ever this week as the impasse between Democrats and Republicans has dragged into a new month. Millions of people stand to lose food and benefits. Healthcare subsidies are set to expire, and there are few real talks between the parties on how to end it. Now, President Trump said in an interview that aired that he won't be extorted by Democrats who are demanding negotiations to extend expiring Affordable Care Act subsidies. Echoing congressional Republicans, the president said that he'll negotiate only when the government is reopened. Trump said Democrats have lost their way and predicted they'll capitulate to Republicans. And some have predicted that it's going to happen after the election, maybe tomorrow or Thursday. We'll see here. But nonetheless, if it keeps going on, well, it's going to affect federal workers, including air traffic controllers. And that could be a big deal if we see flights canceled and parts of the airspace shut down, which the Secretary has mentioned very well could happen within the week if that happens. But that dollar index has really shot up, and I think that has probably been the biggest pressure on gold and silver's price today. And so this is what we have to think about. Yes, all the fundamentals are there for higher silver prices, which is why I don't think this is going to last too long. And the signals that point to a new rally, as I mentioned, including what the Federal Reserve likely will do, according to 70% of participants that partook in the Fed Watch Tool poll, as well as backwardation back into effect here, and including all the different situations with regards to overall general demand outstripping supply. There's not much new silver that's coming on board, folks, and we're in the 5th year of a deficit, according to the Silver Institute. But even the most conservative group, CPM group, is reporting that if we're not in deficit, we're right on the edge of one. It's getting close. So those are the things to think about. All right, what silver did I get at my local coin shop today? It's not incredibly rare, but I haven't seen them too often. This is the Struck 1 ounce silver bar, a smaller, thicker bar from A-Mark. Very much nice to be able to have something like this in the stack. So those of you who are vintage bar collectors, I mean, it's not in the best condition. It's obviously been banged around a lot and the like, but it's nice to add this to the stack. Usually when they're thicker like this, you run fear of maybe it's a fake. But I actually did run it down my CCT slide and ping test it with the pocket pinger. You can get one with the affiliate link down in the description below, and to test the sound of it. And so there you have it. So I know it is genuine silver. So there you have it. There is the latest edition adding to the stack. Let me know what your thoughts are about the markets today. Hope you found this video informative, insightful, and educational. I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch, and encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.